Okay, friends, my name is Mr. Wallace, and I'm going to be one of your teachers for the next 6 weeks. We're going to be going over modified fitness circuit today. If you guys can see me over here, that's my Bitmoji of what resembles me. If you guys can see me working out in the gym. So moving on to our next slide. Okay, everyone, you guys will need to wear athletic shoes and clothes. Make sure you're in an open area, and because you don't want to like hurt yourself or hurt others or slip. And you guys have the option of using a yoga mat or like a towel, something comfortable, because we're going to be performing stretches on the floor. What we're going to be doing today. So today we're going to be doing dynamic stretching workout, and then we're going to be moving on into a fitness circuit with modifications. And then we're going to have a short health lesson plan, and then a static stretching cool down, and then a flip grid assessment. But also today we're going to be going over the meaning of dynamic stretching and the meaning of static stretching as well. So dynamic stretches, this is something you usually do before you get into an exercise. You want to warm your body up so you prevent injuring yourself. So you loosen up your ligaments, loosen up your muscles before you get into a fitness activity. So just going over what we're going to be doing today. For the dynamic stretching, I just wanted to give you some visual representation and the cues of what we are going to be doing, because Mr. Carew isn't in the video right now, so he has recorded videos for us that we are going to be using, and he's going to be teaching to you like you're in front of him, and you guys are going to be performing these activities with him, and he's going to time it and everything for that, for transitions. So the first one we're going to be doing is a jog in place, where you're going to stay in one place like it's normal jogging, but you're going to stay in like one little spot where you pump your arms and you get your legs up at a medium level. The next one's going to be a side shuffle, where your feet should be shoulders width apart, and then one follows the other based on the directions you go. So you're going to be sliding sideways. So with representation of my hands, if I slide my left hand this way, my right hand's going to slide with it, and then I'm going to slide my right hand and slide that with it. And then for activity one, for the next one, we're going to be doing walking arm circles. So you're going to have nice small arm circles. You're going to be moving them in clockwise rotation. And the next one, we're going to be doing a large step forward while a back foot stays planted. So we're going to be doing the front lunge. So what these pictures are showing, you guys can look at them. And then the final one we're going to be doing is a jog backwards. So your feet are turned backwards. Well, you're turned backwards and your feet shoulders width apart, and you slightly jog backwards, so at your slow pace. And also don't forget to look behind you so you don't run into anything. So here's Mr. Carew. He's going to go over our activity one.
Hey everyone, welcome to make sure we clear a nice space so we can do some of these things and no one gets in the way and no one gets hurt or anything like that, and we don't get hurt. So right now I'm going to jog in place, shoulder width apart, our jogging stance. We're going to move our arms and our legs. So let's get it.
Sorry, I accidentally had a technical difficulty. Let me restart from the beginning because you might not have heard any audio. Sorry for that.
Carew, I'm one of the SU teachers here for PE. I hope to be a PE teacher next year for the rest of my life, for my career. So for this video, I just want to show you guys some dynamic stretches. I want to give you guys some facts on dynamic stretches. So first, we're going to talk about what dynamic stretching is. Dynamic stretching is things you do that are movements before you do a performance or an exercise. So before you work out or play a sport or anything like that, or maybe go for a jog or anything like that, you want to make sure you want to do dynamic movements or movements that are like these. just so that you can make sure your body is completely warmed up so that you don't hurt yourself or you lower your risk of injury for when you do perform those exercises or play those sports or do whatever you're doing. So the first one I want to talk about is jog in place. So this one you could jog if you're outside like I am. I could jog up to you and jog back and things like that. But just if you're inside, maybe you're not outside, you don't have any room for that. We want to make sure we clear a nice space so we can do some of these things and no one gets in the way and no one gets hurt or anything like that, and we don't get hurt. So right now I'm going to jog in place. Shoulder width apart our jogging stance. We're going to move our arms and our legs. So let's get it. Everybody can start just like me. And you guys are going to jog with me till I say stop. I have my timer going. So you guys can just follow along with me for the whole video. Now I'll get you guys ready. Sorry about people talking in the back. I'm outside. I apologize. Keep it up. Keep that jog. Keep that jog. Keep that jog. You're doing great. You're doing great. Here we go. Here we go. Make sure we're keeping them arms and them legs nice shoulder width apart. Making sure we're doing it correctly. If you guys are jogging forward, something like that. You're doing great. You're doing great. Keep it up. Keep it up. Here we go. Keep it up. All right, you guys can stop. Shake those legs out. Shake those arms out. Make sure we're doing good. Get a nice breath. Next one we're going to do is front lunge. So we're going to have an area. I'm going to front lunge to you guys. Just like this. And I'm going to front lunge to the side so you guys can see what a front lunge is. Our feet are about this far apart. We want to go a little bit farther than our stride. We want to lunge down to the ground. So here's it from the left. Lunge down to the ground. So we're going to do these. You can mark probably about a 10-yard area, and you could lunge to it and lunge back. And you guys can do lunges till I say stop. And I'm going to do them with you guys. Here we go. Lunging toward you guys. Now you guys can see it from the back. And you guys can start, as I said, and you guys can go till I say to stop. Again, this is how you do it from the side. Lunge. 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 All right, you guys can come back to the video and keep watching. We're going to move on to our next stretch. Give you guys a second if you need some water. Put your hands above your head to get some air. The next one we're going to do is we are going to do side shuffles. So side shuffles, here we are. I'm going to do it this way so you guys can see. Our feet are shoulder width apart like we're doing jog in place. We are going to shuffle to the side. As you can see, my right foot goes forward, my left foot follows. I'm about to touch, and then I keep going. My feet never touch, and then when I'm going this way, my left foot goes, my right foot follows. My left foot goes, my right foot follows. They never touch. So I'm going to do it slowly right here for you guys. If you guys want to speed it up, maybe like this. Speed it up like we're doing a basketball game. That's perfectly fine too, but I'm gonna do it slow just to give you guys a little look at it. But you guys can go in 3, 2, 1. Get as many as you can until I say stop. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Make sure we're not going too fast where we're doing it wrong. We want to make sure that we're stretching our body completely out so we can make sure we do not get hurt doing any of the exercises. So keep it up. All right, you guys can come back. We're going to move on to our next activity for dynamic stretching, which is walking arm swings. So these you can get about a 10-foot area, 10 yards in front of you. As I'm just casually walking forward, I'm going to swing my arms forward. As I walk back, I'm going to swing my arm backwards now, switching the rotation. I get back to my 10 yards, and I'm just going to continue to switch my arms. And we're going to do that. So you guys can continue to go. You guys can go. You can start off making little circles if you'd like, and then make big circles. And we're just going to keep walking back and forth, getting our arms and getting our legs prepared. So here we go. Ready again. Make sure we get those nice swings when we're walking at a casual pace. We don't need to walk too fast. We don't need to walk too slow. You guys are doing great. Your bodies are getting very stretched out. Get one more lap in, and then we're going to come back. All right, you guys can come back. And the last one we're going to do is we're going to do jog in place. So this is going to be one of the shorter ones we do because we're just giving you guys a little bit more of a challenge, something you guys can challenge yourself on. Or if those you think have been pretty easy or not stretch you out a lot, this can be a little bit more fun or challenging activity you can do for a dynamic stretch. So, of course, I'm going to start about 10 yards away. As you guys can see, I was just using my same jogging technique as I look backwards so that I can make sure that I don't run into anything. So we can just use 5 to 10 yards to make sure we go backwards. And we're using the same jogging. And we're doing that to jog backwards. So we're going to do that for about the next 20 to 25 seconds. You guys can go. Make sure we're keeping a nice athletic stance so that when we're running backwards, we do not fall backwards or fall forwards because we want to keep our balance so we do not fall. But let's make sure we keep it right there. We don't have to go too fast. We don't have to go too slow. Just like that. You guys can get one more lap in. I'll give you guys about 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, I want to say I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my dynamic stretching video and some things we need to remember about dynamic stretching. These are stretches that are done before we perform an exercise or a task, and they help you to open up all your legs and your arms and everything so you can perform better in those tasks or exercises, and it helps prevent injury so you don't get injured as often. So we have a couple more videos after this, but again, my name is Mr. Carew, and I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Boom. Let me get out of this.
Everyone, welcome to me and Mr. Wallace.
So piggybacking off of what Mr. Carew was talking about, why is it important to perform dynamic stretches? I'm gonna let you guys think about it for a second, and then I'm gonna give you the answer. Okay, so you have that thought in your head. So just recapping on what he said, it's very important to perform dynamic stretches before exercises is so you can prevent injury. So it's a great way to get your muscles and your ligaments and your body all warmed up for an exercise. Okay, for the next activity, for activity 2, we're going to be doing a fitness circuit. So students will learn exercises / movements they can do every day in their homes and stay actively healthy and while being in a safe place and lower risk of injury. So moving on, I'm going to go over the cues and the modifications of each task of the activities that you guys are going to be doing. So we're going to be starting off with the push-ups. So this is the modification right here I'm going to be showing you. It's like instead of having your feet on the ground and your knees off the ground, you can use your knees to help yourself do push-ups. And here's a normal push-up where you have your back straight, your feet together, toes on the floor, and you're going down at a 90-degree angle and you're going straight back up. So you can choose whether you want the modified one, the knees, or the normal. And then the plank, for the cues of this one, it's the flat back, forearm stability. So you want to be resting on your forearms and then hold yourself in the air. And students may stay in an upward push-up position if needed. So I got the modified one right here. There's the modified plank. So if you can't do the plank position right here with your elbows and your forearms, Then you can do this modified version. So for activity 2, you're going to be doing with Mr. Carew, you got curl ups. You can stay low back. Say students can lay on their back, my bad, and bring your feet close to the rear. And then hands by your side is an option. So you can have your hands by your side to kind of help you. So if you can't go fully up, you can like kind of grab your hips and like kind of pull yourself up. Or even better yet, for the modified, you can stick your feet underneath the couch. And for like right here, how it has his feet underneath an object to keep them stable, that's the modified. And the regular is if you don't have anything on your feet to keep you stable. So you're gonna be working more on your core. And then the next activity is the squats. So you're gonna have your feet shoulders width apart, put pressure on your heels, sit at a 90-degree angle, go up and down. You want to make sure you keep your back straight so you don't cause any strain. And then the next one is the mountain climbers. So you're going to be in a push-up position, bring right knee to right elbow, just like this image is showing. Kind of like that. You're like climbing a mountain. Imagine that. And then for a modification, you can stand up and do like high knees instead of being on the ground as that. So Mr. Carew is going to show, he's going to be presenting this activity for this one. So he's going to be taking over with this video and we're going to watch it. And you guys, I'm going to let you guys get ready real quick. And we're going to start the video.
Hey everyone, so Mr. Carew back again. We're going to go over our fitness circuit. So the first exercise we have is push-ups. So just to do a push-up in front of you guys know how to do it. If you don't already know how to do it from the past couple of weeks, we're going to have our hands shoulder width apart, feet back, flat back, push down, push up, push down, push up, push down, push up. If we have to do a modified push-up, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Everybody has those days where we have to. Feet up, push down. I'm going to extend out a little bit more because I'm a little taller. Push down, push up. Push down, push up, push down, push up. Still keep that flat back. Make sure we're leaning forward, getting as much weight as we can down, back up. So everybody's ready, get in your push-up position. If you're doing regular push-ups and you have to stop during this minute push-up challenge, then we are going to just do modified push-ups in the middle of that. So here we go. Ready, begin. Make sure we're using the correct technique. Down, up, down, up. I stop, so now I'm doing modified push-ups. Everybody keep it up, you're doing great. Make sure you're using the correct technique, flat back, down, up, down, up. You're good, you're already there, come on. A couple more seconds, you guys are doing great. And stop. So that was our minute push-up challenge. You guys are doing great. You guys are tired, because I'm tired. So the next one we have is plank. So for plank, we are going to be flat on the stomach, just like this. We're going to have our arms out in front of us. I prefer to have my hands together. It's up to you guys. We're then going to have our feet back like we're in a push-up. We're going to have a flat back, and we are going to push up and hold ourselves up with a flat back. So if you guys are ready, we are going to do this for a minute. If you have to come down for a second or two, and then come right back up. If everyone's ready, let's begin. Up. Keep that flat back. You guys are doing great. You're doing awesome. We're already sweating. At least I am. I'm outside having a great day. You guys are doing great. See, I went down for a second. Got a breath. Back up. Just like that. Even the teacher's got to take a break. This is a hard challenge, so make sure you're doing as much as we can. Keep it up. You guys are doing great. We'll go down. I'm back down again. Now I'm back up. Keep it up. Keep it up. We're already over halfway there. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. You guys are doing great. Down. Oh my. You guys can go down now. Shoot. That was hard. You guys are doing great though. You guys are doing really great. So the next one we have is curl ups. So again, we're going to be on our backs. We're going to have our feet slightly up, just like this. But they are going to be flat on the ground, just like that. Arms to the side. We're going to come up 45 degrees, come back down. So that is about, you want to come from where your hips are at to where the bottom of your shoes are at, and then you come back down. If you can't get all the way up to that, that's totally fine. Get up as much as you can. Try to get your shoulder blades off the ground, and then come back down. So we're gonna do as many of these we can do in about 45 seconds to a minute, maybe a little bit less than that, just depending on how we're feeling. So ready, let's go. Ready, begin. Keep those feet flat on the ground. Make sure we keep our hands coming to the same spot. Don't cheat ourselves. If you have to take a minute, you can take a breath, then get right back to it. Everybody's doing great. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. You guys are doing great. Keep going. I'm just up clapping for you guys, talking to you guys, keeping you guys motivated. So keep it going. You're already over halfway there. You guys are almost done. Make sure we're using the correct cues. We're keeping our feet on the ground. We bring our feet from about the mid hips to the back of our shoe. You guys got about 3 seconds left. 2, 1. The next one we have is squat in place. So later on, we're going to talk about static stretching, and squat in place is a static stretch. So you guys are now getting a little static stretch in both, which is totally fine. That's what we want to do. We want to incorporate static stretching as much as we can. And we can also see that static stretching can be a fitness exercise. So here we go. Oh, I'm just kidding. We're actually going to be doing squat jumps. I'm sorry about that. We're going to be doing squat jumps. So here we go. No, just kidding. Correct. I was right. It was squat in the air. Yeah, we're going to be doing air squats, not squat jumps. So here we go. Feet shoulder width apart. We can use something if we think we're going to fall, but I don't think we will. Hands out, down to about knee width, and then we're going to come back up. Down, knee width. You guys can see it from the side. Down, knee width. You guys can also do your arms this way. Knee width. We want to keep our back nice and flat. Have our chest out, just like that. Have our chest out. Arms out in front. Hard if everybody's ready. We're going to squat for about the next minute. So here we go. Ready, begin. Make sure we go all the way down, all the way back up. Make sure we keep our feet pointed forward. It's not about speed, it's about doing it correctly and getting the most out of the exercise. This is exercise 4 of our 5 exercise circuits. You guys are doing great. Make sure we go all the way down. Keep that chest out. Down, up, down, up. You guys are doing great. If you guys want to keep your hands together, boom. You guys got 1 left. You guys are doing great. And stop. The last but not least one we have is mountain climbers. So just like a push-up stance or a plank on our hands, we are going to be here. We are going to bring our right knee to our left elbow, back down, then our left knee to our left elbow. So we're going to do as many of those as we can in a minute. I'm going to do it slow just so you guys can see. If you have to do it slow, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We want to do it correctly. So here we go. Ready. Make sure we keep a flat back. Ready, begin. Keep it up. Flat back. Make sure we bring that elbow all the way up. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Again, it's not about speed. It's about doing it correctly. So you guys are doing great. Keep it up. I'm sure you guys are doing great. All right, you guys had about 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. You guys can stop. We just want to say we appreciate you guys doing our fitness exercise and our fitness circuit. Again, our 5 fitness exercises were push-up, plank, curl-ups, squat in place, mountain climbers. It is okay if you have to modify every single one of those. Everyone has to do it sometimes. Don't let anybody fool you. Even us as PE teachers, we modify things because they're a little too hard for us too. So you guys are doing a great job, and we appreciate it. Have fun with the rest of the lesson, and I'm sure Mr. Wallace is doing a great job.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Carew. So if you guys will review what exercises we just did in the fitness circuit, you guys can think to yourself what exercise made your heart rate, which is like your beats per minute, go up. Like mountain climbers, The squats, think of them. You think of that, keep it in your head, and then just think about how that works on the cardiovascular respiratory skill component. I mean, fitness component. And next, okay, we're gonna skip that. Okay, for the health lesson plan, we're gonna be doing a little short health lesson plan about washing your hands, like showering and brushing teeth. These are 3 things that you got to do to keep healthy hygiene. So I'm going to move on to the next one. So like healthy hygiene for washing hands. It's a good thing to practice because it kills germs, it keeps us healthy, and reduces risk of passing germs along. So right here with this with our little chart right here, we got what you do. Firstly, you wet your hands, then you get your soap, and then you wash your hands for 20 seconds. Rubbing your hands like this GIF. If you can see, they're going through their fingers, they're going on the outside, the backs of their hands. Then you rinse, dry, and turn off water. So right now we're gonna practice for 20 seconds, kind of putting our hands, like going through our fingers, intertwining them, getting the backs of our hands, and ready to go. Do this for 20 seconds. And you guys can stop. So that's all we have to do. Like that's a great practice of like all you have to do when you're washing your hands is rubbing that soap in your hands for 20 seconds. It's a great way to kill bacteria and germs so you don't pass them along. And that's a great way to practice healthy hygiene. For the next one, for the personal hygiene, we're going to be doing brushing teeth. It's like brushing teeth. While you do it, you can result in no bad breath. So you have a nice smelling breath when you brush your teeth. It's like that mint, which I love. And then it reduces infections in our mouth, like bacteria that can cause cavities, and it helps whiten your teeth as well. So just like our little toothbrush monster right here, he's brushing his teeth. For when brushing your teeth, you want to brush the outside of your surfaces of your upper teeth, and then brush the inside of your surface of the upper teeth as well. So you want to brush the outside and inside surfaces of your upper teeth. And then you want to do the same thing. You want to brush the outside surfaces and inside surfaces of your lower teeth. And then for chewing purposes, you can use a firm back to go on the top of your teeth as well. So there's a number usually that you want to brush it, but I say within like 2 minutes brushing your teeth, make sure you get all surfaces, kind of lightly brush your gums, lightly brush them. You don't want to you don't want to use a lot of force on your gums because you'll cause cuts, and that can result in the bacteria getting in your cuts and infections. You don't want to do that. You just want to have nice light brushes. And for our final little health piece, it's going to be as you can see, our little guy dancing in the shower right here. Showering, it helps with our body odor. It can prevent illness because you're cleaning the surfaces of your body, which bacteria clings to. And then it prevents infections. Like I just said, protects skin. So like you're washing off all the bacteria and like nasty oils that you get on you from exercising. So just for this little like shower chart, this is a list of things that you should be washing with soap on your body. So you want to always start, like I always think of this as start at the top to bottom when I'm showering. So like start washing, you wash your hair. You want to make sure you get the soap all scrubbed in your hair. You wash your face nice and lightly, kind of scrub your face, clean off your skin. Then you want to wash your chest and your back, and then washing your arms, and then washing your privates as well, and then washing your legs. So go from top to bottom, like kind of like when you're washing a car. Just treat yourself as you would if you have a nice car. You want to keep it clean. You want to keep it nice and shiny. So take a nice shower. Make sure you wash everything thoroughly. Scrub your body. Clean off your disgusting oils. And this next activity is going to be the third activity. It's going to be our cool down, which involves static stretching. A cool down is something we're going to be doing regularly here now. It's an exercise that like really slows down our heart rate. It promotes relaxation and slows down respiration, so we can kind of cool down after the exercise. And static stretching, this is something we're going to be reviewing. Static stretching is done after a workout or exercise and is performed to help with recovers and cool downs. As always, we want to be in a safe place to do this activity. So this also helps us kind of slow down our heart rate and relax after an activity. It's a great way to do that. And some of the stuff we're going to be doing static stretching. So this is what we're doing. So you're going to have your right foot to your left thigh, just like Miss Angelica's doing, but you don't have to be touching your toes. That's a little progression modification if you guys want to do that. You want to sit on the floor, left leg extended out in front of you, right foot comes into the left inside of your thigh and stretch down to extended foot, and then left foot to right thigh, sit rear on floor, right leg extended out in front of you, and your left foot comes into. So you're going to be alternating your legs that you're going to be stretching. And this is going to help you focus on stretching your hamstrings and your quads, which is your big muscles on your legs. And then the next ones, we're going to be doing a butterfly stretch. So you're going to be sitting down, putting the soles of your feet together, and you're going to pull them inward to your body. And then we're going to be doing arm circles, where you're standing with your feet shoulders width apart, arms straight out like a T, and then you're rotating them in a counterclockwise motion. And then we're going to be doing the air squats and tricep stretch. So stand feet shoulders width apart, arm out in front of you, cross, and then squat down to knee level and back up. Students may go as low as they can, if not all the way down to knee level. And then you're going to be doing your tricep stretch. So you're going to be really like taking your like dominant arm. You start with your right arm first and really pulling it behind your head and like stretching out your triceps. So Mr. Carew is going to continue this activity for activity 3, and you guys are going to follow along with him. So we're going to start this video now. And we're going to start this video now, and we're going to get started.
Hey everyone, Mr. Carew back again, just teaching you guys some static stretches. So first thing we want to do is we want to go over what static stretching is. Static stretching is different from dynamic stretching, which we did earlier. So static stretching is something that we do after we do a performance or an exercise or a workout, like we just did our fitness circuit. We want to make sure we do these stretches afterwards. It'll help athletes and anyone that's doing anything with recovery time. So, you know, when like your legs are sore and things like that after you do a strenuous workout or a dance or play a sport for practice or anything, if you do these stretches afterwards, it will help reduce the amount of time your legs and arms and stuff like that hurt. But we always want to make sure we do these after we do an exercise and not before, because before is for dynamic stretching. This is static stretching. The first one we're going to do is we're going to have our right foot out. We're going to have our left foot in. We're going to extend down to our right hand to our right foot and our left hand on our left hand on our right knee. So you guys can get in this position right now, and we're going to go for about 30 seconds, and we're going to switch sides, and you guys can just follow along with me. So here we go. Ready, begin. We want to make sure we bend down, make sure we're getting a nice stretch. You should feel it in your calf. You should feel it in your hamstring and your groin, making sure we're getting everything out. Bring that foot in. Make sure we keep it as low as we can to the ground. Make sure we're keeping our leg nice and straight. Guys got about 5 to 10 more seconds, and we're going to switch. So keep it up. You're doing great. Here we go. All right, you guys can switch it now. So now we have our left leg out, our right foot on our left thigh. We're going to reach our left hand to our left foot. We're going to put our right hand on our left knee. And here we go. Ready, begin. Making sure we're keeping this leg down. Like I said on the last one, we keep this leg nice and straight. I hope you guys can see me right. There we go. You guys can see that. Keep it up. 30 seconds, then we're going to switch to the next exercise. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Make sure you're getting a nice stretch. Again, we should feel it right in our calf and our groin, all that area. Bring this foot up as close as you can. I'm sure you guys are doing a much better job than I am, because you guys are great students and great at physical activity. All right, we can stop that. The next one we're going to do is butterfly stretch. So I'm sure a lot of you know this, but I'm just going to talk through it in case you don't. We're going to sit on our butts just like we are now. And then we're going to take both the bottoms of our feet. We're going to put them together, and we're going to try to bring them in as close as possible. We don't want to make sure we're not hurting ourselves. We want to make sure we're getting a nice stretch, though. And then we want to take a minute, flap our wings like we're a little butterfly. And then after that, get ready for 30 seconds. We're going to push these down a little bit, and we're going to lean forward just slightly to get a nice stretch of our groins and everything. So here we go. Ready, begin. Nice stretch of it. Get a nice long stretch. Get that bend down a little bit. We can have our hands here. We can have our arms out like this and pushing our knees down a little bit if that helps us. If you can't get a bend down because you're just so tight inside still, it's okay. Just make sure you're in this stance because it will stretch you out and help you with your recovery time from all the fitness we did today. Keep it up. You're doing great. Couple more seconds. Flap those wings. Just like a little butterfly. I love butterflies. If you guys want to take a little spelling challenge, bring a little English into our PE room, you could spell butterfly. So I'll give you about 5 seconds to think of what butterfly, how you would spell it. If you were to spell it, it'd be B-U-T-T-E-R-F-L-Y. So now you guys can stop. Oh, bring your legs out. The next one we're going to do is you can either do these sitting down or you can do them standing up. I'm going to do them sitting down because it will still give me a nice stretch on my legs. And I know after that long workout we just did, our legs are nice and tight. So I'm going to be sitting down while I do these. And we're just going to do arm circles. So we can start. We're going to go forward little circles. So you guys can start with me. All the way spread out. I know you guys can't really see my right arm all the way, but you know what we're doing. Then we're going to get those bigger. Get those bigger. There we go. All right, now we're going to stop. Swing them like this a few times. Clap. There we go. And then we're going to start going backwards now. Little circles. Little circles. Little circles. Now we're going to get bigger. Bigger. These are stretching all our arms out, our shoulders from those mountain climbers and planks and push-ups we were doing. Keep it up. All right, you guys can stop. The fourth one we're going to do is we're going to stand up now, and we're just going to do air squats so we can get all of those muscles that we used in our legs today to stretch out, and we can get them to extend a little bit so that they will make sure that they recover a little bit faster and recover with a little bit more muscle. So we're going to stand up. Here we are, shoulder width apart. We're going to squat down, squat back up. You guys can see it from the side. Squat down, squat back up. If you guys prefer to have your hands like this, that's perfectly all right. As you can see, I keep my back nice and flat. I squat to knee level, and then I come back up. So you guys are ready. We're going to do a few of them together. So here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Make sure we're keeping our feet flat on the ground. Down, up, 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 down, up. You guys can stop. Next one we're going to do is we're going to do a tricep stretch. So we're going to take our right arm. We're going to put it in the air just like this. We're then going to try to we're going to try to scratch the middle of our back. Just like that. We'll take our left hand. We'll grab our right elbow and we will pull it down. We will pull it down slightly so that we stretch out that tricep right in there. All that right in there. So let's pull it for about 20 seconds. You guys can just pull it, and then I'll tell you guys when to switch. Make sure, again, hands straight up in the air. Bring down, scratch the middle of your back. This hand comes and pulls this elbow just slightly. Keep it up about 5 more seconds. And we can switch. Left hand straight up in the air. Scratch the middle of my back. Right arm comes over, and we pull. Doing great. Again, left hand up. Scratch my back. Boom. You guys are doing great. Hold it for about 5-10 more seconds. All right, you guys can stop. All right, guys, that is the static stretching video. Again, we want to know the difference between dynamic and static stretching. So static stretching is done after we work out or do a performance or anything like that, because it helps with our recovery time and helps with things like that. So it is not done before, they are done afterwards. So that is static stretching is done afterwards. And thank you guys for watching this video.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Carew. Thank you. Okay, since everybody just got done with that activity for the static stretching, which is also our cool down, and I'm gonna let you guys think to yourself, what fitness component were we just practicing when you stretch? I'm gonna give you a few seconds. Keep that answer in your head. And the answer is flexibility, which is something that measures the range and motion of our body. And we're gonna move on. Okay, everyone. So before you guys leave this class, it would be greatly appreciated if you guys take out your iPads, your iPhones, or little iPods, or anything that you can scan this barcode with, and it'll take you straight to our quiz assessment to review what we went over. We went over dynamic stretching and what it is. We went over static stretching with Mr. Carew as well, and then name 3 exercises that we did in class today to help enhance our fitness. So you can name 3 any exercises that you guys practice, like planks, push-ups, mountain climbers, or anything like that. And for next class, we're going to be doing modified exercises that work in muscular strength fitness component. So we're going to be working more on the strength of your muscles and working with that. And you guys will be needing the same equipment in the same area. Make sure you guys have your gym clothes on. Make sure you're in that open area, you're safe, and ready to go. And thank you so much. We're looking forward to teaching next week. Thank you. Bye.